Hello all. Uh, Today, in continuation of our fraud awareness and fraud lessons, I would just like to very briefly explain the one of the most common ways of perpetrating several frauds which we discussed in our earlier lessons and all that, and we have come across this word also, wire fraud. See, whenever we mention wire fraud, it is wire fraud is a crime in which the person, he concocts a scheme to defraud or obtain money based on false representation or promise. This criminal act is done using electronic communications and or an interstate communications facility. See, basically everywhere, as I have discussed earlier, your day begins with internet, the day ends with internet. So, it is not only in personal lives, but also whenever you are communicating, when you are go to a bank, when you go to anywhere, it is always the everything is done online, okay, and the transfers are done online. You are do from laptops, you do from mobiles, and all these things. So fraudsters also found it very easy because they also have access to internet, they have access to computers, laptops, everything, gadgets, and everything, and they are basically very intelligent, knowledgeable people. That's why they do it because they know how to do it. So the wire fraud, see, it is also all through because of the internet, world to world, where there is absolutely very hardly any control of movement of these packets and all that one. And also, you should note that any wire fraud that is committed, especially we see in money laundering and all these things, which are done by no less than very, very big persons. Is all a white collar crime. First of all, a wire fraud is a white collar crime, and it is perpetrated through various means, internet. Okay, so like it can be perpetrated through chat rooms, then bank transfers are the very, very highly popular mode of wire transfers because it is an instant transfer. By the time you see your message that some money is gone and you go to the bank, okay, the money is already gone, the money is gone out of your account, and also even though it is traceable from to where it has gone and all that after a lot of effort and all that one, even that account would have been closed, that may be at one corner of the world, and okay, investigation follows and all this thing. The point to notice, so it is a split second. In a less than a minute, in a few seconds, the money goes. You go, give your form, open an account, then the bank will transfer one account to an account, and that's it. So there's bank transfers. Then through mobile phones. Okay, any fraud that is committed with an intention to make money and to defraud another is mobile. Then through computers, laptops, everything, we all serve the same purpose. Then there's telemarketing. This is another bigger wire fraud where you get messages that these false messages, false emails, and all these things. Okay, this telemarketing also has become a big fraud in several cases. So these are all constitute wire frauds like chat rooms, bank transfers, mobile phones, computers, laptops, and emails. Okay, where the people misrepresent themselves as somebody and contact you, and they make sure that they convince the person at the other end to transfer monies and all that one. We have discussed in various other modes. So, and also, maximum this is used in money laundering, interbranch transfers, country to country, continent to continent. All these things happen in a few seconds. So, all these frauds, which are which they are highly, criminal in nature, and if they are caught behind here, but before they come here, the money is out. So how much money you recover or not is a different question. So like that, and so it is a crime in which the person, a person prepares a scheme to defraud or obtain money based on false representation and all that one. And these are the various modes of committing the wire fraud. Okay. And also there are remedies, like, okay, it is not that without remedies, but mainly mostly we go to the remedies after we are defrauded once, okay, or because we are negligent. We know that we should keep strong passwords. We have to keep changing the passwords. Okay, then there should be a two-step verification. In so many places they ask whether a two-step verification. That means asking for an OTP. If a transaction has to be made, you have to get an OTP to your specific mobile phone and all that one. And then accidental exposure. Okay, leave the laptop and go. Okay, you leave your information on the table, desk and go. And banks are supposed to monitor the transactions. Every transactions are certain high value transactions, but in many cases everything happens post mortem, and but it doesn't happen at the moment. Okay, there are several reports that come daily, which the bank managers and they are supposed to go through, check if there is suspicion to inquire, but hardly it happens in reality. Okay, reports are generated, that's all. So the game begins only after the fraud is discovered, unfortunately. That's the truth. Okay, and so it is a mainly these wire frauds and all are typical retail banking. Wire fraud takes place when someone withdraws money or steals money from an electronic account of the account holder. Using false information and identity, the criminal is able to access the account information of the victim. So, wire fraud is extensively used in the banking frauds, all frauds relating to banks. Whenever there is a shift of huge bulk of money, okay, in money laundering and all that, everything happens through banking system only. Okay, the only thing is banks at many points of time do not pay adequate attention. Do not go into thoroughly into the KYC details and all that. Do not inquire if there's a big incoming of the money or outgoing of the money. Okay, they have their standard guidelines, rules, everything, policies, everything, as we keep discussing. But for following, they give so many various excuses. When I used to go for several audits and concurrent audits and all this, sir, we don't have time. We say we know the rules, but where is the time? We have to do that. We have to do this. We have to bring loans. We have to collect loans. We have to attend to customers. They used to tell a lot of things. Some may be practical, but some is not acceptable. Maybe the higher authorities have to do a better job in getting these things checked on a day-to-day basis. So that's all a different discussion. So basically, it is we are talking about simply about what is a wire fraud. Anything that is committed across the internet through various means, emails, mobiles, computers, bank transfers, telemarketing, chat rooms, and all these things, and related such things is called a wire fraud. So I strongly advocate all my listeners and viewers to keep changing frequently. Frequently means at least even in once in 15 days if needed, the passwords, because nowadays there are so many passwords. Password for banks, and if there are three banks, there are three bank passwords, password for your laptop, password for your desktop, passwords for mobiles. So many things are there. You can't help it. Okay, that's the way we are living. So keep this changing these passwords. Put strong passwords. Put two-step passwords. Get the OTP, and monitor your transactions, and be safe. And anything is noticed that's out of the way, immediately report to the appropriate authorities and the police. Thank you.